Leo, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for May 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising placement, then odds are this is your reading. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site, and then just come back here and watch the May 2025 predictive tarot reading for the placement or placements that you wish to view. All of them should be up no later than Thursday of this week. Keep in mind, my friends, this is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore the messages that may come through today will not fully resonate, and if that happens, that's quite all right. It just means that one message is intended for another Leo or another Leo placement watching. So just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and please, whatever you do, do not force a message to fit if it's currently not aligned with your journey. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimeline.tarot.com, for more information. With all that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Leo collective now for May 2025. What does Leo need to know for May 2025 for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? One more shuffle now. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Hangman. In the top row there, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Seven of Wands. Flanking the Hangman, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, and in the final row here, we have the Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands and the Empress. Bottom of the deck, my dear, we have the Four of Pentacles. We do have the Death card. Now, we do have a full moon in Scorpio on May 12th. And then we have the Four of Wands. So bottom of the deck is a little future focused. This is us taking a sneak peek into June. I get the feeling that whatever's transpiring here in May almost leads to like some type of rebirth here for you. So I kind of feel like the middle portion here of the month, which is for me, May 15th, is almost like it will, that full moon in Scorpio will be triggering this next new phase, if you will, of your life. So in the heart of your spread, we have the Hangman. And that is all about seeing things in a new perspective. It could be about you being in this energy of like waiting. I almost feel like something you've been waiting for is coming towards you. I'm going to clarify now with the After Tarot deck. I guess I should tell you how I have the spread laid out. I'm so sorry. The center card is your overall energy for the entire month. And then I've broken down the month into three sections. The first third, or like the first 10 days, is the top row here. The center row, which I think will be the most impactful for you this month, will be the middle portion of the month. And then the final row here, where I do see you moving forward into the quote-unquote new, is like the last third of the month, or even like the last 10 days of the month. So let's clarify these cards as we go through them. I will give you the descriptions of the cards, because these messages in the After Tarot deck vary slightly from the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck that we've all become accustomed to. And of course, I'll let you know any of the messages that I receive for you as we go. So let's clarify this now for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for May 2025. We're clarifying the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Hangman, the Page of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Empress for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The Ten of Cups keeps wanting to show itself over and over and over again. All right, I want to get one more shuffle here. One more shuffle now, please, and thank you. Okay, the Five of Swords is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, which ironically for me, I know that it's an earth sign base card. However, we do have the Scorpio kind of Grim Reaper here, ironically, in this deck. So I do feel like you're letting go of something that you've held on to for a long time. But let me continue. Page of Swords clarified by Judgment. Seven of Wands clarified by Six of Swords. Nine of Cups clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. The Hangman clarified by the Hangman. The Page of Cups clarified by the Nine of Wands. The Three of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Cups. The Eight of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands. And the Empress clarified by the Tower. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Strength card. That leaves the Two of Wands, the Sun, and the Three of Cups to the Devil here at the bottom of the deck. Now, if you've ever seen my monthly readings before, when I used this spread, and I've only been using this spread for the past couple of months, but I typically don't clarify the clarifiers, but when it's the Tower, I feel very much inclined to do so. So I want to know a little bit more here about the Tower. Why is the Tower here for Leo in the final 10 days of the month of May. Why is the Tower to the Empress here? Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Why is the Tower here for Leo in the final 10 days of the month of May? One more shuffle here. Thank you. I can't even tell you the song that came to me. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, I don't know if you've ever, or maybe even those who haven't, you've heard the song Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I don't know why that just came to me. I don't know if that's significant to anyone watching. We'll see where we go with this message as we progress through the spread. Yeah, Grandma got run over by the reindeer. We have the World card. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Ten of Cups, which wanted to show itself 2 or 3 times while I was shuffling. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot shows itself again to Temperance, and the Ace of Wands to the 2 of Cups. Okay, so the heart of your spread is the Hangman. The Hangman to the Hangman. So the Hangman does talk about perspective. It does talk about waiting. It does talk about sacrificing. I feel some of you are making the decision to sacrifice something from your life so you can move towards something else or someone else. There definitely is this feeling of I've waited long enough and I'm now moving forward. Now, I will say most of you are moving forward with someone, but I don't believe it's anyone from your past. And I say that because in the After Tarot deck, the Hangman has another individual here with them. So I almost feel like you've been suspended in this past situation for quite a while. For those of you who have already moved on from it, because remember, we're all on different timelines, you sort of have been waiting to maybe like start the new. So I could be speaking to a Leo where you left the job and you took a little bit of a time out, a little bit of R&R. I don't know. Maybe you have some money saved. Maybe you're getting unemployment. Maybe you received some kind of severance package. Again, this is only an example, but you've moved on from it. And so you've been a little reluctant, or you sort of been waiting to find the next job, so to speak, because you've been able to kind of take some time off from work. And now it's like by mid-month, we're moving on to the new. For others of you, you're leaving one person for another. I have to be quite honest. That message is clearly here. There's definitely something here about leaving the past behind and moving towards the new. But when you're moving towards the new, you have someone here by you. But again, it's not whomever or whatever you left behind. So it's not the job you left behind, or the friend you left behind, or the family member you left behind, or even the lover that you left behind. So let's start your reading. First week, first 10 days, we have the 5 of Swords to the 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords, conflict, chaos, trying to win at all costs. This could be lying as well. This is someone who will do or say anything to win. I feel like you held on to a situation, environment, or connection that you always felt like you had to fight to win, fight to get the last word in, fight to get their affection. I think you know where I'm going with this. There was always this fighting to try to get some type of reciprocity from this individual or this situation or, you know, this connection. And I think you held on to it because you were waiting for it to get better. This person will come back to me and they'll be better. This job environment will improve. You know, there was this kind of feeling like, well, I'm going to win this at all costs. I'm going to win this person at all costs. So I'm not letting go of them. But in the first 10 days, again, whatever it is that caused this chaos and conflict and the arguing within your life, even though at some point you wanted to hold on to it for dear life because you were determined to win or win them over or win them back, you're letting it go. The 4 of Pentacles card here in the After Tarot deck has a fancy little creepy visitor here on the side. And it is the Grim Reaper, basically, from the Death card. So I feel like you are letting go of something that you held on to for a really, really long time. Again, whether that was hope of someone from the past returning, or hope of a situation, environment, or connection improving, or maybe even a connection that was toxic, but you were a little weary about walking away from it. Even if that's, you know, job related for some of you. I just see you here letting go. Page of Swords to the Judgment card. This is you notifying, Page of Swords, whomever it is that you are walking away from. If you haven't done it yet, you're about to do it in the first 10 days of May. You are notifying this individual, and this could be you like giving your job the notice that you're leaving, you found another job, or even if you didn't find another job, you're just quitting. For others of you, this is you telling the friend, the family member, the lover, etc., that you're out, you're releasing them, you're letting go. It's a judgment call that you're making. And it's a call that you're making in a way that you are more resolute now than you have ever been. So even if this person, place, thing wants to come back around again or tries to stop you from moving on, you're not allowing it. The Judgment card in the After Tarot deck is, it's done. Like, I'm saving myself, and this is as dead as can be. The bodies in here are very skeletal. So again, we get that energy of like scorpionic energy, like it's done. I'm not going back. So I could be speaking to a Leo where you're giving your job notice and your boss is like, no, wait, let's talk about this. And you're like, no, I'm sorry. I've given you my 2 weeks. You're either accepting it or I can leave today. You're very matter of fact. And this person might look at you like you're very immature, but you're not. This is you standing your ground and making the decision to exit the job. And same thing if this is a friend, a family member, a lover, an ex-lover who's coming back around again. You're pretty resolute. And again, they might look at you like you are just a page of swords. You're immature, but you're not. I feel like brevity is your friend here. So you're not getting into this big, long, conversation. You're not looking to argue. You're letting go of the Five of Swords. There's nothing here to fight about or to fight for or to fight over. It's just, it's done and I'm out. And you're kind of leaving that person, place, thing, whatever, to kind of handle the ending on their own, because the closure you're giving them is small and swift. And with that, you are moving on. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands talks about, I'm standing my ground, right? I'm firm on this. I'm resolute. Nope. Thank you for now offering me the pay raise that I've begged for the last 6 years for, but I'm out. I really found another job and I'm moving on, or I'm going to take some time off and focus on myself. And maybe for some of you, this is, I'm starting my own business, but when I'm out, I'm out. And same thing if this is a friend, family member, lover, or an ex who's trying to come back. You're really standing your ground on, it's done and it's over with, and I've already let go of you. Or I no longer have those feelings for you if this is an ex-lover. And we have the Six of Swords. You have energetically, emotionally, and for most of you, you've already physically moved on from this, or you will be physically moving on from whomever this is. Because in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the Six of Swords is, we're in the boat, we're traversing through some turbulent waters, we're just getting to the calm waters. And so we're leaving the Five of Swords behind, right? But in the After Tarot deck, not only have we made it through the turbulent waters and we've traversed through the calm waters, we've arrived to our new destination. Like whatever this was, it's so far in your past behind you. So some of you, this is you emotionally disengaging or energetically disengaging. And for some of you, you're physically leaving behind whomever, whatever this is. And you're now headed in an entirely new direction. And you're standing your ground on this, even if this quote unquote ghost from the past returns, it is no longer of any interest to you. You're moving forward into the new. So this Hangman to the Hangman energy, I feel like you're done sacrificing yourself from whomever or whatever that is. And now if that's not identifying a particular individual in your life, then it's the type of individual. So I could be speaking to a Leo that you date people over and over again. And although they're different individuals, really, when you sit back, Hangman, and look at it from another perspective, what you're realizing is, I've been dating the same damn person in a different body. They have the same habits, or they have the same morals or lack thereof. They have that same laugh, which at first sounds really cute. And then the more I listen to it, it grates on me. They have the same annoying habits. You're just kind of realizing. And again, that's just an example, but for some of you, it's like, it's not an actual person. It's like the type of person. It's like, I no longer want to attract that type of person in my life. And it's because you've seen it from a different perspective. And I feel like you taking that pause and to take that step back and to look is it's like what's making you realize, I need a different type of person in my life, or a different type of job in my life, or I just know even I don't even want that person in my life, is the feeling I'm getting here. So you have moved on from a person, a place, a thing, or a type of person, or maybe even a type of job. I could be speaking to a Leo, and I'll give you an example. Maybe you're a carpet installer, and it's what you've done for 20 years. And this is not only you just leaving the job, you're leaving the entire industry. Maybe you decide now you want to be, I don't know, a used car salesman. Maybe you really love classic cars or vintage cars, or you just like the idea of connecting with the public more, and you're sort of leaning into the attributes of being a salesman, and you're completely shifting industries. I just know that whatever you're leaving behind, you're clearly done with it. And even if it returns itself, or something else returns that looks like it or reminds you of it, you're done. You're done with the person, place, thing, or the archetype. And this is flanked by the Nine of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. You are just so independent in this energy. I love it. I feel like you walking away from that person, place, thing, or archetype. You're really happy. You're a lot happier. I'll tell you that by mid-month. And this really is giving me that scorpionic kind of transformation here. So I could be speaking, like I said, to a Leo. You're changing jobs, or you're changing career paths, or you're changing industries. I just feel like this is a forward movement into the new, like a transformation of your life. For some of you, it's in career and finance. For others of you, it's with your platonic connections, like friends, family members. And for others of you, it's with lovers, or the type of lovers you used to attract. It's almost like I'm good on my own. I've seen things from a different perspective. I don't need to deal with a toxic lover. You know, I would rather be by myself until I find the quote unquote right one. For those of you who are making that type of progress, and you're experiencing that type of growth, I feel like you are meeting someone. I hate to say that to you, but I feel like you are meeting someone. I feel like by the time we get to May 15th, you have someone here in your corner. It's almost like, I'm going to throw this out there for one person. Some of you have been waiting for one person to come along, or for one person to come back correct, or one person to get it right this time. And instead of them showing up, someone else shows up. And now you have the new person, and you have the past person returning. So I do see the past returning here. And that's where I see you definitively putting an end to the past and moving forward into the new. So yes, for some of you, you've moved on from someone, or that type of archetype of a person, and you have someone new coming in, and they're very different. They're different than anyone you've ever dated. They're different than anyone you've ever been with. They could have come from a different culture. They could speak multiple languages. Maybe your past person did not. They might be a brunette. Maybe in the past you're only attracted to blondes. There's something uniquely different for those of you where this is a love reading. There's something very uniquely different about this person, the way they dress, the way they talk, what they do for a living, that is significantly different from anyone else you've ever been with. For others of you, this is just like a new job or new career path, maybe even a living environment, because I have the Four of Wands there at the bottom of the deck. Whatever it is you're changing or moving towards or attracting to you, like if it is a lover, it is drastically different from anything or anyone or any place you've ever worked at or lived at. Page of Cups to the Nine of Wands. Page of Cups, it's the new. It's the new job offer. It's the new industry you're now in. It's the new living situation or the new living environment. It's the new love offer that comes in. And look at you standing here in the Nine of Wands, because whatever that was has put you through hell. And you're standing here like a wounded warrior, and you're looking at this new person who's offering you this Page of Cups, because in the Nine of Wands card in the After Tarot deck, you're not persevering alone. So there's someone here now, this new person next to you, or this new job. Look how you're looking at them. You're like, wow, you're really different than everyone else, right? You're the boss that's standing by my side. You're doing the work with me, or you're training me properly. You're not leaving me to my own devices to F up and screw up. Like this is real, like on the job training. Or wow, this is a new friend, a new platonic connection, but this person's already helping me move into my new place. Or they just did something really nice for me and I didn't expect it because I just met this person the other day. That's the kind of feeling here. Or if this is a lover, it's like a new lover. You're looking at them like, wow, you are unlike any of the other wands that I've encountered in the past. You look different and you're standing by me. You're not walking ahead of me. You're not walking behind me. You're side by side with me. So I really like the new. I don't know what the new is for you, but I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. You waited a long time for that past situation, environment, or connection to improve. It did not. You've made the choice, or you will be making the choice to move on from it. In this moment where you're feeling good about yourself, nurturing yourself, and enjoying the fruits of your own labor, unbeknownst to you, while you're sort of waiting for maybe something from the past to come back around again, you are completely surprised by something entirely new, or a new offer, or a new opportunity. We have the Three of Pentacles to the Six of Cups. While you're enjoying the new job, the new place to live, the new friends, the new lover, the past returns. The Three of Pentacles does talk about working, collaborating, coming together. I almost feel like while you are working on the new job, or again, maybe setting up your new place to live, or you're hanging out with this new friend or friends, or you have this new lover, The past does return. I do see you momentarily running back to the past. Now, I don't think you're completely leaving what this is behind. I kind of feel like you're running back to the past to inform them of something. And what you're informing them of is, I'm no longer interested. Or I'm part of me is really glad that you got your act together, or you got your life together, and you're showing up now like the friend I always needed you to be, or the family member I always needed you to be, or the lover I always wanted you to be. But the fact is I met someone new, and they're unlike anyone or anything I've ever been with before. And I'm going to move forward with them because I already know what it's like with you. You've left me wounded, and I've let go of you already. So even though you're coming back a month later or a couple months later, for some of you, maybe up to 4 years later, you're just no longer interested. So this momentary running back to the past is basically that you are informing them, 8 of Wands to the 6 of Wands, that you have found victory elsewhere. So for some of you, this is an old job that's coming back around again and saying, are you sure you want to leave? And you're like, oh, I'm absolutely sure. I really like this new job. Or you've already departed from the job and they're coming back around again. Did you ever get those calls from a past employer? I've received that once or twice in my life. They call about a month or two after they know you started the new job. So how's it going over there? You sure you don't want to change your mind and come back? Nope. Nope. Yep, I'm absolutely sure I'm not coming back. Nope, not doing that. So that's kind of the feeling I get here. And you're a little gloaty about it. I won't lie. You're a little bit in your Leo ego. And I'm not going to fault you because I think whatever that was put you through hell for quite some time. Or the archetype of that type of person, type of people that you were with put you through hell. So if anything comes in that either is the past or remotely replicates the past in any way, you're just not interested. But I do see you approaching the individual or responding back to the individual. And your 8 of Wands communication is basically, I found victory elsewhere in the new job, in the new industry, in the new living situation, in being single, or in being in this new connection, or with this new friend or friend group. So it is a little gloaty. And this is where I think it's like signed, sealed, delivered. It's done. The Empress was clarified by the Tower. And when I clarified the Tower, and that's why I heard in my head, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. It's horrible. But when the Knight of Wands came out, the way the wand is over the horse, it actually does look like a buck. It actually does look like a male deer. And so that's why I don't know if I chuckled out loud or not, but internally I certainly did. I feel like you have closed this once and for all. That job, that situation, that connection, or even being attracted to that type of person. The new has completely changed your perspective. And even though it's new and you're taking it easy, I think the comfort you're finding is that the new is standing side by side with you. It's not looking to compete with you. It's not jealous of you, and it's not judging you for your wounds or your hardships. This is someone willing to work and collaborate with you. And I think it's just a very different energy. And that's why you're eager to finally close this, whatever this cycle was for you or this experience. You're closing it once and for all. This time, it's not leaving you or threatening to leave you. You are leaving it. World card, Knight of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. You're leaving it because you found something or someone else that is way more emotionally fulfilling than what that person, place, or thing in the past ever offered you. You already know what that's like, and you're not going to gamble the prospect of the 10 of Cups with this person, place, or thing because something from the past comes along. And I feel like that's what you're communicating. And so this door is shut once and for all for good. You are now moving forward into June. Beautiful energy. 4 of Pentacles shows itself again, but this time, Death and the 4 of Wands. You're holding on to this very firm, to this decision, this transformation, this new life path, this new relationship, this new living situation. It brings you joy. It brings you happiness. You're content. You're eager to see where it goes or how far you can go with it. And this scorpionic energy that I really think for most of you is transpiring in the middle of the month is going to carry over into June. No matter how many times the past tries to come back, you are finally done with that book. Like, the book is closed. It's not even the chapter. World is the book, and we're now on to volume blank. It's a whole new It's a whole new book. It's the sequel. You're now in the sequel of your life. There's no reason for you to revisit the past. You're holding firm to this change and this transformation that you made. And that is even further clarified here in the After Tarot deck, because the Seven of Cups is I have lots of choices and I have lots of options. And sometimes having too many choices and options can leave one spoiled for choice. But no, you've settled on this Page of Cups. Out of all of the cups, the Seven of Cups and the After Tarot deck, this person is holding on to the Ace of Cups, which the page just offered you. So whoever or whatever this is, by the time you get into June or well into June, you're still with it. You're still enjoying it. If this is a love partner, you are attracted to them. There's obviously some intimacy already at play in the connection. If this is a new job, it is successful. It is vibrant. You're allowed to be a little bit more of a free agent. You can be a little bit more creative. It's not so much of like a mundane job that maybe that's like what you worked before. And I feel like you're really embracing yourself in the month of June, that you've come so far that you were able to radically transform your life in some way. And again, I feel like whatever that was, you're done with it, or you're done with the archetype or the type of whatever that thing was. And you're moving forward. I mean, we have the Emperor is here. Emperor to the Knight of Swords to the World card. I mean, this is inspired action to close the door and to move forward. And you're moving forward again. We have the Ace of Cups. You're moving towards the new. And right behind the Ace of Cups is the Ten of Pentacles. And in the After Tarot deck, we have the Chariot. Little guidance from Archangel Michael here. And the Temperance card doesn't hurt. And of course, we have the Ace of Wands, which is the new. And then right behind that is the Two of Cups, which is very different in the After Tarot deck because the people are embracing. So I feel like you found your person, your people, your tribe, your new soulmate, if this is a love partnership. And we have the Four of Wands, which you're holding on to in this deck. It's like, nope, I'm going to see where the new goes because I'm really excited for the future. So I really like this for you. It looks like you are having a new offer or opportunity in the middle of the month. And because you have done so much work on yourself, anything from the past or that remotely replicates the past, you're just no longer interested in. And whatever this is, it looks to really bring in the Ten of Cups and even possibly the Ten of Pentacles too. So good for you, Leo. I really like this for you. New coming into your world. If this is a love ship, this is going to radically change and transform your life. There's no doubt about it. Let's get 3 oracle cards for you from this deck. One card now for the first 10 days, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. Partnership. Told you. Allow healthy, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. This person is unlike anyone you've ever had before. I'm telling you, different boss, friend, lover. Middle of the month here, mid-month. One oracle card here for mid-month. Windfall and abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected, totally unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life's purpose, health, and charitable work. I'm telling you, this person's going to be very different than anyone you've encountered, or this job is very different than one that you've ever worked before. One card here for the final 10 days for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. Do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action and the steps that are needed that you're being divinely guided to take. Consistently work on your priorities will make those priorities flourish and turn into a lush flower garden. So again, this is for those of you, you've really done the work. You've taken the time to pause and say, why do I always end up in that kind of job? Or I attract those kinds of friends, or I attract those kinds of lovers. It's seeing it for what it is and saying, I don't want to repeat that ever again. And if that means I have to be alone for a little bit and just take care of me, I'm going to do that because I'm okay on my own. For those of you who've done that work, again, the new coming in is beautiful. It is abundant. And I do think in some way, this is what you've always wanted without you having to even manifest it. Because I think what you've been manifesting was the old archetype, the same type of job, the same type of living situation. You know what I mean? The same type of partner. I think that's why this just kind of rocks your world and blows your mind. Because you're like, oh my God, I always thought I needed ABC to be happy. And you came along with XYZ. You're the complete opposite. And here you are bringing in all of this abundance and happiness into my life, and you're standing by me and you're already supporting me. I don't know. I just kind of feel that's why you're not going to let this go, even though it's in its infancy. And if this is a lover, this person's going to change your life. Really going to change your life. Let's get 3 more oracle cards here for you. Then we'll close it out with some kippers. For the first 10 days, please, for Leo. First 10 days for Leo. 1 card, please. Call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Yeah, I think you're walking away from that person and probably talking to them as well, probably communicating that to them as well. And I think you're finally becoming the person that you have long wanted to attract. And that's when we attract the best type of partner, right? Is when we actually personify the qualities that we want in a good partner. When we actually become the partner we want to be, it's like heaven unexpectedly just kind of gives us that person. Let's get a card here for the second week or for the middle portion of the month, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. Soul Flame. I'm telling you, this is a strong, possibly twin flame, but not one. It's not someone you've known from the past. It's not the past, or a very, very strong soulmate. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience a new relationship, harmony, and healing. Yeah, this is, I'm telling you, when I tell you it's going to be different, it's going to be different. And 1 card here for the final 10 days of the month. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. I think you are trusting your inner voice. And that's why when anything remotely close to the past comes back around, you're not interested. Let's get 6 kipper cards now for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I think you're now aware that maybe you were sabotaging your happiness by settling for the job that was, you were too small for it. The friends, you were too small for. The lover, you were too small for. Like, you were playing too small. And I think that's one of the things that this person is going to show you. 2 cards here for the first 10 days, please. Thank you. 1 more. Thank you. We have change. I'm telling you, change. Card number 9. And then you have privileged lady came out in the reverse. Could be privileged lady, privileged man. This is the boss, the job, the industry, the friend, the family member, the lover that you're leaving in the past. Unexpected income just showed itself, by the way. Let's get 2 cards now for the mid portion of the month. 1 more. Thank you. You just can't make this up. Courthouse, you are severing that connection or that type of connection. The journey card came out upside down also. I almost feel like, I'm going to clarify the journey card. I feel like if you miss out on this person, you're going to miss out on the adventure of a lifetime. So I would be very open to any new people you meet in the month of May, especially if it's like a business partner or a new job opportunity or a new lover. Because I feel like you could miss the ride of your life. There's a potential for that. And I say that because whatever that past person or archetype is, looks to be coming around. Clarify the journey card here. Yeah, thief. See? So, false person at the bottom of the deck. You cannot make it up. So, and then right behind that is lover. So it's going to be your choice. When you're meeting the new, around the time you're meeting the new, the past comes back, or someone that reminds you of the past comes back. This person could potentially rob you of this beautiful new connection or beautiful new opportunity in your life. I wouldn't allow the past to hold me back, but that's just me. And this person might come in trying to prove to you that they've changed or they're different. Do what you want. I never tell you what to do, but I think most of you are going to shut the door on it just because of the energy that's here. But one or 2 of you may want to go back and repeat the lesson. 2 cards now for the final 10 days for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's try that again. For Leo, 2 cards, please, for the final 10 days of the month for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. Yeah, I think you're going with the new. I love it. I think you're going with the new. We have main female and we have high honor in reverse. I think you're realizing that person is not authentic. Maybe at one time you put them on a pedestal. At one time you thought they were someone of high honor, of integrity, of authenticity. I think you're deciding this new person, male, female, job, whatever, that's what you're going towards. Just clarify that high honor card in the reverse for me. But that's the message that I get there. Yep, great fortune. You're moving towards the new. You're moving towards the new you're going to take a gamble on it because the energy from this person or this opportunity or this offer is so good, you're not going to want to miss it. I believe that this will change your life. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Very exciting reading for you. I've done 5 of these so far, and the other ones were pretty difficult. Aries knocked it out of the park. You are definitely a runner-up to Aries on this reading. I think a change will do you good, and I think you'll be even more excited than I am. I'm truly excited for the Leo collective, but I think you'll be even more excited when that new person, place, or thing enters your life. So congratulations. That's what I have for you for May 2025. If you like these messages, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.